What's up, folks? Today is May 19th, 2025. Somebody in the Discord community had a question. They wanted to get a label for the bar numbers, so I'm just going to put together a quick video, see if I can do it fairly quickly, and come up with a script that will label the bar numbers. Of course, I'll present it to the Discord community, but it may help you guys in your programming. So let's see if I can change this around. Main display, that there. This, and this, and this. Oh, okay. All right, so let's do a show me. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to label the bars. So I'm going to use EL system. We're going to use drawing objects for our labels. And I think we'll need tsdata.common, I believe, for centering everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, so just on every bar, we're going to draw a label. So my method, void x draw. We'll just do draw label. Begin, end. We need a variable that is of text label type, t-label, null, and then t-label equals text label dot create, and then we're going to do, you see here what we're going to put, date time point or bar number point. We're just going to use bm point dot create, and it'll be bar number current bar. I think that'll work. And then we'll put it at the high, close that, and then what do we want to put? We want to put the, now this is going to be the thing. Typically I think you do current bar. I think we need to do bar number for this. So I got to play around with this a little bit and get it right, but I think that's going to be it. We do want it to persist across new bars. True, t-label, that color equals color dot black, and then drawing objects dot add t-label. Verify t-label bm point dot create that, and we need another parentheses. I know that. Bn point bar number point dot create. Oh, this since this is a number, we need it to be a string, because when you do a text label, it needs to be a string. So we're going to do number to string, and because it's a number, we need to identify the number of decimal places, which is 0. Okay, semicolon. I think now we have too many. There we go. There's that. We don't need it to be inch bar persist or nothing like that. As far as MaxBarsBack, we're not really referencing any bars in the past, so we'll just put a 1 there and hit OK. Come over here. It's called label bar numbers. It's a show me. It is right here. Okay, let's see how this looks. The first iteration. All right, don't mind all this stuff over here. This is a script I was working on earlier. All right, we didn't get anything drawn, so we have the method here, right? But we didn't call on the method. So on every bar, we need to draw. We need to call on the method, xDraw label. Okay, now we get that, but why is it off? Okay, one thing, we need to lock it. T-label, we don't want to be able to drag that around. Lock equals true. And then it will have something to do with this bar number that we're putting it at and the price level that we're putting it at. So I'm betting this is bar number. Okay, well, it's going to be the MaxBarsBack, the current bar plus MaxBarsBack minus 1. But the MaxBarsBack is 1, so let's see where this gets us. Okay. All right, so it looks like we got it. We technically want this to be up top right here. So let's go and we'll do TLabel dot vertical style, or V style. It's going to be vertical style dot. We want the anchor point to be below, so I think we're going to do bottom. Okay, and then we can have this centered over top of this bar. So we'll do TLabel dot horizontal style, H style equals horizontal style dot center. All right, and then now you have your bar number 606. Okay, all right, but what I'm most curious about is when we go back to the beginning of the chart, that first bar, do we get a 1 or do we get nothing and it starts on the second bar? I'm thinking, see, look at this. So it did disregard all these first bars, which is I'm not excited about. Okay, so MaxBarsBack setting, it pretty much started us here, which the MaxBarsBack should have been level bar numbers. Oh, it's at 100. I don't know how I got to 100 because I put 1. All right, there we go. All right, now we come back here. So I guess it will start on that second bar, most likely. I don't know if I can do a MaxBarsBack of 0. Let's try it. Because technically, I don't need any bars in the pass. But it's really working on something right now. It's doing a lot of loading. Okay, there we go. All right, so yeah, so see it start on the second bar, not the first bar. So let's change this. Let's try it one more time. See if we don't get an error on this. Like I said, I really don't need any historical bars, but I have never used a script with a 0. Right, so yeah, so it needs at least 1. But that means that we can't get that first bar. However, what I could do is if we know that the MaxBarsBack setting is 1, and then this will be 1, and this would technically be 2. If we know the MaxBarsBack setting is 1, then what we'll do is we'll just say, hey, just add 1, right? So we're going to do current bar plus MaxBarsBack. Instead of -1, you then add 1. So then what is that math? That math would just be taking that away. So then this should show up as 2 right here. And then this will be 3, and then this will be 4, this will be 5. All right. What? Okay. Just moved everything. Yeah. So the math was bad. All right, current bar plus MaxBarsBack. Oh. I need to leave that alone. That is the location, which technically I could just offset it with that. Current bar plus MaxBarsBack. Current bar plus MaxBarsBack -1. So we'll just subtract another 1, right? So it was starting right here with our number. Now we just have it start here. But then also we need this high right here to be the high of that prior bar. So it would be high of a bar go. I think that works. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good deal. So now we have 1 here, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And what else? But if you do a MaxBarsBack of say 10, it's going to throw it off. So watch this. I'm going to show you how to just in my head what I can use to get around that. All right, so if we say that this is 10, now we go back over here. I'm going to reduce this to this range of days so that it doesn't take as long to load. Come on. Come on. But if we do MaxBarsBack of 10, then it's probably going to start like on the 10th bar, I imagine. Or maybe the 9th bar. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Start on 10th bar. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and reduce this. Instead of 5 days back, we're just going to put 1 day back. That way we can just get our script to run a little bit quicker. I don't know why it's running so slow. Just plot some bars. Okay. But what you know what? What's taking it so long, and I found this in the past, is that when it loads these prior trades, that's what takes so long. All right, so I just hit Alt Q. That's my quick command to remove the chart trader. Label chart. Okay. All right, so we go back to the beginning. All right, you see that it's there, so we're going to remove. All right, so we need to change this from MaxBarsBack setting to 1, where it's supposed to be. Okay, and you see how quickly that loaded that time? All right, just instantly almost. All right, so it starts at 1 there. All right, so again, if we somehow end up getting a auto detect or a MaxBarsBack setting that's not 1, then we need to have some type of notification. All right, so one of the things that you can do is you can say if MaxBarsBack equals 1, then draw the label, right? So that way it's only working if MaxBarsBack is 1. Okay, if I go over here and I change MaxBarsBack to say 10, then it doesn't plot anything because it's the wrong setting and it's going to throw off your numbers. Okay, so let's go back over here. Let's reset this to 1. All right, so now it shows up. The other thing that you could do is you could say if you could do a check at the beginning of, try to get in the habit of doing a analysis technique event that'll run at the beginning of the program, and it'll run checks like time frame or other checks. So let's say if the time frame, and this is one of my functions, if the time frame, or excuse me, if MaxBarsBack is not equal to 1, then throw EL system dot StopCalculation dot create. We'll put wrong, and this is your message. Wrong MaxBarsBack setting. Okay. Verify. No issues now, right? But if we go over here and we change this edit studies, and then we change this to MaxBarsBack of 2, now we get an error. It says wrong MaxBarsBack setting. That's what we created. StopCalculation exception has been thrown. Okay, so that's exactly what we want to see. That way we'll have some kind of indication, because heaven forbid if you go over here and you don't have this on, and then you just have this guy running every time. Verify that. Come over here. We're going to turn that back on. Now, all of a sudden, see, your numbers are off. Or say somehow the MaxBarsBack setting ends up getting put to something like 20. And then it looks fine. Looks fine when you're over here looking, but you don't realize that you're not on the right bar number. And that'd be a problem. So that's why you want to set these other safety catches in place so that it will catch if you have the wrong MaxBarsBack setting. And that is how you program smarter. Well, that's how I program smarter. All right, guys, if you have any questions, by all means, leave them in the comments. But join the Discord community if you want to see or get access to the library. Get access to the library, and you can get this script or whatever other scripts that you might need. Anyway, I'm not a professional at this. I don't profess to be, but I do have fun with a little bit of this stuff. Let me show you what I've been working on today. The last couple of days, I've been working in my deep work. Been working in my deep work space, just kind of focusing on programming, chart analysis, and that kind of thing. I came up with this program. And I can show you the nuts and bolts of it, but I'm sure you guys aren't interested in the nuts and bolts of this program. 63% win rate, 1.33 profit factor. That's adjusted. The select profit factor is 2.30 or 2.12. Anyway, I think I like this one. And that's on the 15-second time frame. And the reason I'm able to use it on the 15-second time frame is because I'm looking for specific conditions that come up that show me that it's a good place to take a trade. I give you a clue. Part of it has to do with breaking a swing low, right? So if price breaks a swing low and then a condition is met here that wasn't met, or that there was an environment here that we compare this break over here when it comes down and it breaks it. We compare the environment here to the environment here, and then we take a trade that. Like I said, it's on the 15-second time frame, and apparently it works. So anyway, I'm Eric. I've been your host. I'm out. Peace.